I'm Sheila Pires from Mozambique, but I live in South Africa. I've been living there since I was 12 years old. And through my works in promoting the rights of women, gender inequality, and everything that has to do with women, I found myself connected to Catholic Women Speak. And so I'm in Rome for the first time, attending this beautiful symposium and, of course, the launch of the much anticipated book. And it's great to be here. I'm absolutely loving it. And I thank Catholic Women Speak for this great opportunity to come and share my stories, my visions, my hopes for a better Catholic Church that makes spaces and rooms and recognizes the value of women. So I was brought up in a very traditional Catholic family, and that was starting in Mozambique, of course. But at the same time, I was also introduced to orchestral music. And through that, that's how I found my way to radio. So I started doing radio shows at the age of 5, 6, and I'll do it just for fun. And when we moved to South Africa during apartheid regime, it was like the end of apartheid, start of democracy. So there wasn't much space for African children to do such things. But after some years, I found myself back on radio again. And of course, I always did a lot of pastoral work. Like I said, very traditional Portuguese Catholic family. And being that, you know that once you are confirmed, you're supposed to either become a religious nun or get married. Those were the only options. And as a result, I got married, and I grew up in a very liberal family. As much as we're very Catholic, we were always encouraged to be ourselves, to be free, speak up, don't be shy, and that you can be anything you want to be in the world. It doesn't matter whether you're a boy or girl. And as a result of that very strong sense of a womanhood in me, I couldn't stay married. So I'm a divorced single mother of a boy child. And I believe that as a Catholic single mother, it's up to me to make a change through my son as I teach him to be respectful of his female counterpart, whether he decides to get married or not. That's number one. Be respectful in order to have a better society, a better generation. Now, through my Catholic programs, I also promote the values of women. I try to empower women to be free to speak up. I empower women to say that, you know what, you can be a single mother, you can be a divorced mother, a Catholic divorcee, and you can still walk tall. Because I've been very marginalized by other Catholic women and men who see themselves as superior simply because they are still married, or they see themselves as superior. And when you're a divorcee in the Catholic Church, you feel like you're out of place. Especially in a country like South Africa, you have a whole lot of sodalities. You have your Saint Anne's, you have the Catholic Women Organization, and so forth. And you find that a certain sodality is only for married Catholic women. And another sodality will take women of all walks, whether you're single or married. But at the same time, there's still that stigma that that's a divorcee, to the point that I've been called a girl oftentimes, and I'll just stand tall and brush it off and continue, because that was the upbringing that I have, that no one should let you down. As long as you pray to God, you have that self-confidence. Prayer is very important in my life, and so I spread those values through my Catholic programs dedicated to women. And with the help of Catholic Women Speak, I have this beautiful array of strong Catholic women who come on my show and talk about such issues. We talk about gender inequality, which is something I experienced when I entered the workplace. And this happens a lot in the Catholic Church as well. Catholic institutions are often the ones that do practice this gender inequality. You have women and men doing exactly the same job, sometimes even 2 times better, but they're not paid the same, simply because you're a woman, and most of the times because you're single and you're a divorcee. And these are the issues that I bring up. We need to put an end to it. How does my faith sustain me in all of this is a lot of prayer. I'm a very prayerful person. I believe that through the rosary, through the different women that we have in the Bible that we hardly hear of, I look at them, and that's what keeps me going. A lot of prayer. And for that, I thank the upbringing that I had. That we pray as a family, you pray as an individual, you put prayer first before anything else, and you'll succeed in everything that you do.